Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a part of my back to school series, and out of all the videos I'm going to be doing for the back to school series, this one is probably the most important one. And I say that because this one is going to be my high school experience. So this video is going to be a story time, so it's going to be kind of lengthy. But I think out of all the back to school series, I think everyone should at least put a story time or talking about their experience in school, because I feel like it really helps people understand, like your other school series videos, because you might recommend some products or stuff, type of things, but I feel like if you went to public school or private school or you were homeschooled, I feel we're all going to have different things to recommend and do and stuff like that, because they're all basically different experiences, but they're still, of course, high school. So I am just going to get started because this video is going to be kind of long. For you guys that know me, if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know, but you probably come from my blog. I really don't know, but I grew up in the Bay Area, so yeah. When it comes to high school was the only school I went that was actually in my district. If you don't know what I mean by in my district, it was the only school that was within the area of which I lived. All the other schools, like elementary school and middle school, are the two type of levels where they were outside of my district. So that being said, I had different experience when it came to those levels of schooling, because I wasn't with the people that lived around me. So I wasn't with the people that I knew and grew up with. I was with a different set of people. So when it comes to high school, the high school that I went to was a school that was really, like, basically in my family. My uncles went to that school, so they already knew how my experience was going to be, because the school has like their own tradition, and it's like a continuation of the tradition, type of thing. So yes, so that was that. When it came to that school, and how I said like that was the only school that I went to that was actually in my district, at first I had a problem with the other grades being outside of my district and stuff like that. I didn't want to go to those schools. I didn't want to be with those people. But when it came to high school, it was kind of like the same kind of way. It was like, yes, I get to be with the people that I grew up with and I actually knew from my area. But the other kids that I, of course, went to school out of my district, they got to pick whatever high school they wanted to go to, because the area didn't have a high school. So they got to pick any high school. And to me, it's like I went through a point after my first year of high school where I wanted to go to a different school, because this school was not for me. It was not for my personality that I was going through at the time. I was basically kind of like the same way I am now. I kind of came out of my bubble though now that I grew up. But I was very quiet. I've always been quiet all through schooling. And this school was a type of school where it's kind of like if you were quiet, you would not like basically fit. You wouldn't fit. It's one of those schools where it's about performance. Everything is about performance. The academics are high. The performance when it came to athletics was like there. Performance where it came to actually performing arts was huge. So since all the performing type of things was so big, if you was to keep within inside your bubble or be more of an introvert type of person, it would be very difficult because the school was very outroverted. That is probably one of the reasons why a lot of famous, like high figured, like people graduated from that school and became something, because they had that experience with, you know, the performance type of thing. So yeah, my first year there, it was like I said, I grew up with a lot of the kids that went there. I knew people from elementary school, I knew people from middle school, I knew people just from, you know, like in the area that I didn't even go to the same school with. One of the plus is that my cousin went there, and my freshman year he was a senior. So I mean that kind of helped out. But freshman year is the year where I noticed that there was a lot of clickiness. Like a lot of clickiness at this high school. And I know that goes for a lot of high schools. I know, like in the movies, you know, they show like the popular kids, the preppy kids, the geeks, you know, like, you know, those type of cliques. That was not at this school. Was there was none of that. This clickiness was basically, it was ethnic clickiness. So the way this would work out is all of the black kids would hang out together. Literally, all of them together. All of the Tongans and the Samoans would hang out together. And then you had like the Asians hanging out together. And then you had like the white kids. They would be together, but they would be together in a way that it was kind of like spread out. They wouldn't be with any of the groups. They would come over and talk to the groups, but they wouldn't be a part of the group. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, they would spread out. When it came to the ethnic type of groups, remember I said there was Asian group, black group, and the Tongan Samoan group. Of course the Asian group was like whatever over there, and then the black and Tongan group could have been just like, they literally could have been just one group, because they used to go and talk to each other. I, on the other hand, was probably like one of the kids that could have been a part of the black group. I chose not to be a part of any group. So yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. So yeah, that was like freshman year. So that was very awkward for me, and especially since I was that awkward kid to begin with. I've always looked the same. I've always, I guess looked, well then looked older than what I was. And then now I've been, you know, like when someone thinks of my age, they see me as looking younger than what I am. Get what I'm saying? So freshman year was basically me, everyone thinking I was a senior. So basically my whole 4 years, my whole 4 years of high school, everyone thought I was a senior every single year. So basically I was like a senior for 4 years. So I had my own group of friends freshman year, and it was basically my best friend that I met in middle school. She was part of my friend group, and then we met, you know, 2 other people, but they came from a private school, like a private type of school. So yeah, and then who else? I don't know, some other people I don't even know. So yeah, we had our own type of thing. We ate lunch together. Usually you just eat lunch together, I mean, because you go to class and stuff like that. So yeah, freshman year passed by. Freshman year was like, okay, it was done, whatever. Sophomore year, I don't even know what happened sophomore year. Sophomore year was a complete blank to me. Sophomore year is the year where my sister actually came to the school, and she was a freshman. So we hung out together, you know, during lunchtime. And yeah, I don't know. Sophomore year, I don't know what happened sophomore year. Sophomore year was just a year that we went to school. Also, when it came to PE, you had to do 2 years of PE. So when you had to do 2 years of PE, we had a pool at our school, so you had to do swimming. Probably the worst time. I was late to always my next class. Good thing my next class was art, and she understood. So, yeah. And also being kind of like the chunkier kid. I mean, I was skinnier than what I am now, but you get what I'm saying. And then let's go to junior year. So junior year is the year where things get serious because it's almost senior year. You start thinking about colleges. You start making up and figuring out if your counselor got all of your courses right and you're up to speed, and stuff like that. I was up to the credits I needed because I'm coming senior year, I was over credits. But my junior year, my counselor didn't notice that I needed some type of, I don't even know, like household class. So it was either cooking or nutrition or like daycare baby type of thing. So yeah, I almost didn't graduate because I didn't take nutrition. I took nutrition my senior year. Thank God they came up with that, or I wouldn't be able to graduate. And yeah, so that was like the basic part of that. So I was basically, when it came to that, I was basically, hung out at this point junior year with my sister, her friends, basically like my sister and her friends, because the friends that I had freshman and sophomore year, they changed up, which is weird because also my best friend from middle school, when she got to high school, she also started acting different. I feel like when you get to high school and the friends that you had in middle school or in elementary school, you get to really see how they are when they get to high school, because you get to see how they would change around their surroundings. And this change was huge because I even felt kind of used in a way, because it's like to me it was like, I've always been a nice person. I was always easy to make friends, even though I was like quiet. But I was also, if you got to know me, I turned out to be like really goofy, like basically how my personality is now. So when she changed, was kind of like I was used, because it's like you only became who you was because of me. You only got friends because of me. Like the friends that she would hang out with that I also kind of wasn't getting along, like, I don't know, we kind of grew apart. Like you only got because of me. So that being said, that it's like you really learn. I think that's why you meet your longtime friends in college. So yes, so bypass the senior year, because senior year is the year where it was getting tough. Like basically it was senior year. I took a lot of art classes. I took every art class. Let's just be completely honest. I took every art class they had. Because I took all the art classes and I still needed an elective, I even took a choir class. So I did take a choir class my junior year, and we did go to Disneyland. We did singing competitions and that type of thing. I didn't do it senior year, which the teacher was actually very disappointed I didn't take it senior year, but my senior year was kind of already booked. Like I said, I had to take a nutrition class. I wanted to take another art class and stuff like that, because I needed all the art classes that I could get, because that helped with my college application and stuff like that. And I was actually really good at it, and I became really close friends with the teachers, because there was two lady teachers that teach two different sections of art. So yes, but anyways, when it came to senior year, that's where all my problems started. I never got harassed or bullied when it came to high school. But something happened senior year, which was very confusing. And then the weirdest part is it had to do with a person in a grade younger than me. Like, where they do that at? And the only reason she started with me at the end of the whole situation was for me to get expelled, to not graduate. I don't know what got into their minds, but it was like a group of girls and they plotted. It was like 4 girls and they plotted to pick on me in a way, like to tempt me to do something to them so I would get in trouble, which is completely crazy. And this can be like a whole nother story. So basically, long story short, I got lied on. I got called to the behavioral like office type of thing and talked to by a woman that I felt downgraded me in a way, because it's like she didn't know who I was. Everyone was confused when I had to go there. It's weird because I got called in my like free period class, and the teacher there was like, why is she going? Because I got called, and then the person that comes and gets you came and got me, and he was even confused on why I was even going, because I never got in trouble for anything. I was always left by myself. I was quiet, I was nice, polite and all that, and he was highly confused too. So I get in there and she basically says that this girl lied on me. She didn't say. I also did pass my California high school exit exam the first time, when you had to take it in your sophomore year. So yeah, that is basically what happened. And I'm like in this little booklet type of thing where pictures are, and I'm going to show you guys my senior portrait. Are you ready? Are you ready? So that is my senior portrait. Yeah, it looks like I literally just graduated, but no, I actually graduated in 08 from high school. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of getting to know me in high school. If you want more depth of anything, or me to like basically get into anything else, or if you have any questions, I think I am going to be doing a Q&A answering your questions in type of video. So yeah, make sure to leave those questions down below so I can put them and basically answer them in another video. So yes. So make sure to subscribe to this channel so you can get more videos from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.